All right, today we're gonna talk about the top 5 reasons why buying a home in 2023, despite the high interest rates, is still a great move. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Jeremy Mateo. I'm a real estate broker and investor here in Hawaii, and I've helped numerous clients, including myself, buy and sell real estate here on the island of Oahu. I've been getting lots of questions from friends, family, clients, strangers, all asking if they should buy real estate in 2023. So without beating around the bush, I'm just gonna tell you straight up that if you can afford it, big on the if you can afford to buy real estate, then yes, you should absolutely buy real estate in 2023. However, if buying today will put you in a financial burden, then do not buy real estate. So I'm gonna say it again, if buying real estate will put a financial burden on you, meaning like if it's hard for you to keep up with the payments, do not buy. Now, let's say you can afford to buy, but you're still kind of on the fence of whether or not you should, then hopefully after watching this video, you'll see that it is better to buy sooner than later despite the high interest rates. And if you still don't think so after watching this, then that's fine too. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe button. All right, so the number one reason why it's still a good move to buy real estate is one, the appreciation. This is the main big one. Historically, home prices have always gone up, especially here in Hawaii, which means that the value of your home is likely to increase as well. This means that even if you end up paying more in interest for the life of your loan, the appreciation of your home will more than make up for it in the long run. Key word, long run. You have to think of this in the long term. Depending on your market and where we are in the real estate cycle, your home will most likely appreciate in value over time. How much will it appreciate? We don't know. But again, it depends on your market. And when we say over time, expect at least 4 to 5 years for it to appreciate significantly. If you are buying a home and expecting it to appreciate significantly within 1 to 2 years, that's not impossible, but I wouldn't expect that. All right, reason number 2 is tax benefits. Now, before I say anything, I will disclose that I am not a CPA or a tax expert. I'm just some guy on YouTube talking about real estate. But what I do know is that you can deduct your mortgage interest and property taxes from your income taxes. By doing that, you can save thousands of dollars every year. How do I know? Because I Googled it. What percentage of this is tax deductible? I have no idea. Again, not a CPA, just some dude on YouTube. So let's Google it. So what percentage of mortgage interest is tax deductible? Boom, all of the interest you pay is fully deductible. Well, yeah. What about property taxes? What percentage of this is tax deductible? Boom, you may deduct up to $10,000 of property taxes. Well, there you go. As you can see, lots of savings when it comes to taxes if you buy real estate. All right, so the next reason number 3 is stability and security. Although this one is an intangible reason, you cannot put a price on having a peace of mind. Owning a home can provide you with a sense of stability and security that you cannot get from renting a home. What do I mean by that? Look, when you're living in a home, if you're not living for free, you're going to be paying for a mortgage. It might as well be yours. What that means is if you're renting, you're paying for someone else's mortgage. If you're buying, you're paying for your own mortgage. So it might as well be yours. Instead of throwing your money away on rent every month, you could put all of that money into building equity in an appreciating asset that you can call your own. Plus, there's something about having a place to call your own, a place where you can create memories with your loved ones, with your friends, and you can make it truly feel like a home. When I purchased my condo, my first home here in 2020, it was honestly a life-changing event. I bought it, fully renovated it, everything to my liking, my taste, my design, and it was such a fun experience. Well, actually, it wasn't a fun experience renovating it. If you watch one of my past videos, I had a bad contractor, but you can watch that after this video. But buying this and doing whatever I want and calling it my own has allowed me to have a sense of pride for home ownership. But if you're a renter, you have none of that. In fact, at any time, your landlord could just give you a call and be like, hey, sorry, we're actually gonna do some renovations. You need to vacate the home now. Or maybe they're like, hey, we're gonna sell the home. You need to find a new place. Sorry about it. When you're renting, you kind of have no stability and you have no control of your living situation. All right, reason number 4 is wealth preservation. When you make your mortgage payment each month, this is a form of savings. It is essentially your money being stored into the home, kind of like a piggy bank. As you make your payments each month, you are also building equity into your home and saving it for the future, whether you want to pull equity out by doing a refinance or a HELOC, or maybe selling it and getting all that equity in cash. But regardless, it's for the long term. So in the future or years later, you know, if you wanted to use that equity, like I mentioned, you could use that equity and buy another home, make another investment, make other investments, you know. Essentially, you use this equity and pulling money out of thin air. And again, use this for other investments. Do not use this for stupid stuff. Now, if you're renting, would you be able to do any of this fancy stuff? Absolutely not. And then reason number 5 is that this is a long-term investment. I made this separate even though I mentioned long-term earlier in this video, because you need to think of it as a long-term investment as a whole. Owning a home, owning real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth over time and a great hedge against inflation. And we all know how crazy inflation is nowadays, right? What I want you to do is think of it in the perspective as a buyer versus a homeowner. If you put yourselves into the shoes of a buyer, aka someone who has not bought real estate yet, they'll look at real estate and then when the price goes up, they'll be thinking, holy shit, the cost of real estate is getting more and more expensive. That's their mindset. They're just thinking of the cost, because they don't own it. They need to buy it. So when you buy something, there's a cost. So that's all they're thinking about, cost. Now let's shift that mind frame and put yourself into the shoes of a homeowner. So when you're a homeowner and you own real estate and the price goes up, do you think you're thinking, oh man, the cost is going up? No. When you own real estate and the price goes up, you're stoked. You're like thinking, hell yeah, the value of the real estate that I own is going up. I hope it keeps going higher. So now I hope you see how different the perspectives are of someone who doesn't own real estate versus someone who does. Which side do you want to be on? Now I know, again, that interest rates are currently projected to be high this year in 2023. But the good news is that they're projected to go down in the coming years later. When? We honestly don't know, but they don't stay like this forever. So even if you end up buying a home and getting a higher interest rate, which I will say, when you look at other interest rates historically from now compared to back then, they're not that high. In fact, they're nothing compared to what they were before 2004. If and when you buy a home this year, and after you buy it, if rates go down, all you have to do is just refinance to get a lower rate. If you buy and interest rates go up, well, guess what? Congratulations, you already got a lower interest rate. In short, buying a home today in this year is still a great investment despite the high interest rates. The appreciation of your home, the sense of stability and security it provides, and the ability to refinance later down the road in the future make it all a solid decision. But again, as long as if you can afford it. If it causes you financial burden, then don't buy a home. So if you can't afford it and you can buy a home and you have the financial means, don't let high interest rates hold you back. Now is the time to take advantage of the current market and start building your future. So if you have any questions about this video or you're interested in buying real estate here in Oahu, feel free to drop the questions below in the comments and feel free to email me at contact@jeremymateohawaii.com. I'll be happy to help you out and hopefully I can help you accomplish your real estate goals. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time.